Hello YouTube, this is Carrie, and I am making a video today to make an official big announcement, in case it's not obvious by the video title. I have an official date for sex reassignment surgery. I just put in my down payment about 3 weeks ago, and so here we go. Here is my official SRS date. August 9th, 2016, with Dr. Chetowit in Bangkok, Thailand. Oh boy, here we go. So 6 months and counting. And so I thought I'd make this video to kind of share what kind of thoughts are going through my head, because obviously this, of everything that I've done in transition, is probably the biggest single step so far. So, oh goodness, quite a complex emotional soup going here. So to preface what I'm feeling, I'm going to quickly play a clip from the movie Disney's Tangled that I feel like is relevant. This one.
I'm terrified. I've been looking out a window for 18 years, dreaming about what I might feel like when those lights rise in the sky. What if it's not everything I dreamed it would be?
And that's pretty much what is going through my head right now. I've been dreaming of this for 17 years. And through all that time, it's been just a constant thing that I've just been wanting and thinking about. And something that is always in my head and is always a desire, no matter how much I've tried to repress it over the years. It's just something that I've always obsessed about. Because, I mean, somebody's sexuality is obviously a very significant part of their life. So imagine not even being able to enjoy that because what you have feels fundamentally wrong. And like my entire sexuality over the years has always been mentally transport myself into a female body. And in 6 months, I'm actually going to be able to experience it in real life. And like, that's the thing that I really want to talk about is I have been dreaming about it for 17 years. I've wrote stories about it. I've talked about it with people. All that time. And yet it has never been real until that morning that I put in my down payment. Because that was the time when I went into the banking office and all of a sudden it registered in my head, oh my God, this is the point of no return. At this point, there is no going back. It is officially 100% real. And all of a sudden, it just hit me. Holy crap. And it's so easy to think about your body being a certain way when it's just in your head and you're just imagining hypotheticals. When you actually realize that only 6 months from now, you are going to wake up and the body that you've always known, as much as you've hated it, as much as you've wished it was different, is going to be permanently changed. It's scary. I mean, if anybody thinks that being scared of SRS is a sign of not wanting it, trust me, I am scared out of my wits right now. And, but I am also super, super excited because, it's kind of like the more real it's become, the harder it's become to not have it. And this is kind of funny too. I've been having these dreams. Like I've probably had 4 or 5 dreams at least, if not more, where I was post-op. And so I've already, experienced in my dreams what it's like to wake up from the surgery like 3 different times now. In addition to my usual set of dreams where I have those genitals and then wake up and it's like, that goddamn thing's still there. I want to go back to sleep. But it's kind of weird. I have always had very vivid dreams where it is in my own mindscape that this is really happening and I don't realize that it's not real until I wake up. And so that has kind of been a reassurance for me because, and this has been a constant ever since I was a teenager. Every single time I have a dream where I am post-op or where I have female genitals, I don't want to call them female genitals, but, like cisnormative female genitals, whatever, because genitals aren't inherently male or female, but that's another rant. Every time I woke up from a dream where I had the anatomy that I want to have, it was always this positive experience where I was like, yes, finally, it's gone. Oh, I love this so much. And, just looking at myself and smiling and feeling this just kind of uplifted, happy feeling resonating all through my body because it feels so right. And I'm so glad that my body is that way. And then the ironic thing is that in the dreams, often after having that moment of elation, realizing that certain anatomy is gone or replaced by a part that I do want, the thing is, in real life, obviously, what I have is still there. And even though I'm not consciously aware of it, I can feel it somewhere in the back of my mind while I'm dreaming. So it's like, it's this weird feeling of being able to see exactly what I want to see there, and at the same time feeling what I feel down there, and yet at the same time the actual physical reality is still there. So a lot of times in the dream it will grow back after having been operated on, and I will be like, no! And I'll be so disappointed that the thing is still there, and so I thought it was kind of funny. But that is one of the reassurances, that I have never, in any of those dreams where I have a vulva or a vagina, or even just lack a penis for whatever reason, they've never been a negative experience. They have always been a feeling of uplifted happiness where I am just so glad that my body is that way, and that the former way that my body isn't that way anymore. So that is kind of a calming thing. And I also want to share some advice for, I now have 4 post-op friends, and all of them have said that there is that, you don't really realize that it's real. You'll be shocked just how fast the time goes. And already, even when I was in the planning stages 3 months ago going to get my therapy letters, I kind of had that moment of, well, it's still a long way away. It's 9 months. And all of a sudden now it's already 3 months later, and it's only 6 months away. 6 months is nothing. That's like the middle of the summer. So a season and a half from now, it's crazy. So let the countdown clock begin. And again, it's kind of a combination of me being more excited than for anything I've ever been excited for in my entire life, because I just think about this so much, and it has always consumed so much of my mental capacity. It's just something that I can't ignore. It's always a persistent, lingering source of distress and source of feeling like my body is wrong, especially every day when I'm getting dressed, which is when I generally have to look at it and feel it. It really bothers me. And I have to kind of get in my Zen mode when I'm at work to start ignoring it. And even then, there's times where the physical sensations intrude on my ability to focus. So I am so excited for this. I want it over so badly, and I just want my genitals to be something that I never have to think about again. And 6 months from now, it will officially be. Again, my date is August 9th. I am scared as hell because, go figure, number one, I have anxiety, so I worry about everything. And that is something that I kind of remembered, is that I had these same fears right before going full time. I would be like, oh my God, am I really sure what I'm doing? If I change my name and change my gender marker, it's permanent, Am I really, My number one doubt, both with going full time and with SRS, is that somehow I'm not female enough to deserve them. I'm not sure if that makes sense to anybody, but it's a feeling that, cis women deserve this. They deserve to have a female name. They deserve to have a vulva, but I somehow don't because I'm trans. I'm afraid that somehow it wouldn't look right on my body because my body frame is too big, or some nonsense like that. But mainly it's me being concerned about other people looking at me, and especially being concerned about future romantic partners. The question is again, it's a weird dichotomy. On the one hand, I hate having what I have. I've never been comfortable having with it, and every intimate encounter that I've been in, I've completely not been able to get into it because I've been imagining what it would be like if I had a vagina and a clitoris and those things. But on the other hand, it's like, I'm afraid that somebody with me, with my big body, it's almost like that anatomy doesn't fit somehow in their hypothetical judgment. It's just so weird, the conflicting emotions going on in my head. But I am taking the advice that my trans friends have told me, and that is just chill. Before making this decision, I've thought about this for 17 years. I've already tried everything that I can possibly think of to not feel dysphoria, to be okay with my genital anatomy the way it was. I've tried meditation. I've tried, experimenting with just about everything that I possibly could, and the feelings have still never gone away. And once I did have that, oh my God, this is real. If I submit this down payment, this is the point of no return. And I actually went back over every single one of my videos from the past and looked at, is this really making me feel better about myself? Is there any chance, any whatsoever, that I would want to ever go back? And I finally decided the answer is no. It's something that I have to do. I'm ready. And so the decision is made already. So at this point, I'm just trying not to think about it, trying to live my life and focus on other projects. And by the way, that's why I haven't made a video in so long, is because I'm actually working on setting up my second YouTube channel, which is the one that I've always wanted to do for the past 6 years. And that is my animation critic YouTube channel, where I am going to review Disney movies and anime and make top 10 lists. And that is going to be a fun thing that's going to be separate from my transgender YouTube channel. I'll have my first video up soon, and I will link here just because this is kind of exciting. I've been working on that really hard. But I'm trying to occupy my mind with other things to pass the time because this wait is so freaking grating. I want it done so badly. That is what's killing me, is the anticipation. It's knowing that I'm going to have it. Absolutely. Speculate after all this time speculating what it's going to feel like and whether it's going to be everything that I've thought it's going to be or not. Speaking of Tangled. And now it's real. And yet I have to wait. And so that anticipation just sits there in my head waiting for it to become a reality as the time keeps ticking away slowly, 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 ever closer to my date of absolution. All right, so that is my official date, August 9th, 2016. 6 months and counting. I will keep counting down with you guys, and of course I am going to vid blog the entire damn thing. I'm going to bring my camera with me to Thailand. My mom's going to be with me so she can be my camera woman, and also I did just get a new microphone, which I am using in this recording, and hopefully it sounds a bit better than my just normal camera microphone. So feedback on that if it is indeed better. Anyway, bye. I'm looking forward to this, and wish me luck. Good God.